Let me hear you say yeah. Now, I told y'all to book your tickets because we were coming to you live from the BET Experience in LA. This is Colorways and Toeboxes live. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. So, now, you beautiful people, y'all look so good live. I look so good live, but also my co-host, what's good? You look so live. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Now, we would not be here without leaving our guy back at home, KS, our resident plug, the man who gets his hands on all your sneaker needs, KS, Jersey City's finest. What's good?
LA, what's up, man? Appreciate the invite.
Now, this is a very special episode for us for two reasons. Number one, we got a little money. Why? Because this episode is powered by Sprite. So, that means the Sprite Kicksperience booth made sure that you stop by. They got some major heat over there with the Soul of Fame wall, curated in partnership with Stadium Goods. So pull up over there and find out how you can win a pair of sneakers from the wall. Also, we have the Colorways pop-up shop, curated by What's Good. So, tell us about the pop-up shop.
Yeah, I mean, this pop-up shop is super special to me. It's my first time doing anything like this. There are a bunch of brands in the shop that are representative of just brands that I wear on a daily basis. I wanted people to go into the shop and feel like they were shopping my closet almost. So definitely check it out. There's a lot of good, it's unisex, so yeah.
All right, well, make sure y'all check that out after. And then, I told you it was super special. The second reason this episode is so special is because we have a legend in this fashion game. We have a true OG and pioneer of fashion. This man made sure streetwear got to the masses, and he literally put hip-hop on the backs of people. Make some noise for the legend, Karl Kani. Woo, stunting.
What's up, what's up?
Y'all make some noise for the legend Karl Kani one more time. If you know anything about fashion, then you know this man right here. So, as you guys know, if you watch the show on YouTube, then you know I start the show the same way every time with something I like to call the heat check. So we're gonna go around the room, see what everybody's wearing on their feet, and because we have the legend, the man of the hour, Mr. Karl Kani, what's on the feet today?
Today I got some Yamoto Y3s on right now.
Light flex, light flex, light flex.
Very light flex. Something calm.
Now, speaking of flexes, what's good? What's on the feet?
So these are the CDG Nike Shocks. They originally come with a silver chain, and the gold is with the black, but I bought both and just swapped them. You know.
Light flex, right?
Light flex.
KS, what you got on the feet?
LA to Chicago ones. Figure we in LA. Might as well unbox them. You know what I'm saying?
Nice little undies.
Yeah.
Nice little double lace job over there.
I like that.
It's fire.
I mean, I didn't want to. Listen,
We know what you have on your feet.
Talking about a flag.
I mean, you know, just a little something. I got on the Jerry Lorenzo Fear God Nikes, the full sale colorway, super comfortable shoe. Just goes with
Very
everything.
You like those over the neons?
Hell
yes. Yes. You know me. I gotta keep it calm. Those neons is too loud. I leave those for the
As
other.
I'm literally in a full neon suit.
Look, I leave it for what's good. I can't do that neon. Who got some fire on their feet right now in the crowd, though? Who got some fire on their feet? What you got on? Kick them up. Let me see. Take
Yeah, we
them
need
off.
to see those.
Take them off.
Take it off. We need to
Take
see
them
those.
off. Oh,
Now that's flexing.
little SB work.
That's flexing.
Who else
Anybody
got some
else?
fire? Who else
Anybody
got some
got heat
fire?
on their feet?
What you got? Oh, okay, you got
Oh, that's-
rollerblades.
That's
We
different.
got some Vans.
Got the Vans,
All right.
vintage.
If I smell something, I know where it came from. Now, since we got all the good feet, now we have a super unreleased shoe that we're unboxing today. Amanda, can you bring that sneaker up here? So, as you guys know, we unbox things here. So, as you guys know, we unbox sneakers before they come out, give you guys the first chance to take a look at it, whether you want to cop it or drop it. So, KS, what are we unboxing today?
Today we're gonna be unboxing the Jordan 1 High Gym Red 2019. These come out June 29th. These are not out yet. Pass one over. Yo, one thing I love about these ones, it got the vintage look to it. Kind of remind me of the not for resales. Carl, what you think about these?
I like those. It's pretty hot. I'll mess with those. Sure.
Now, yeah, I like the finish on them. I like the actual finish on the leather. It's not that dull finish that we've gotten used to.
It got
so
that
there's a
shoe
little
polish
shine.
look to it.
But it also doesn't look like, it looks like a new sneaker, right?
Yeah,
Like it
yeah,
doesn't look like a vintage colorway, which is my only problem. So I probably won't pick these up. These will probably sit on the shelves for me. What about you? What's good? I know they're not neon or anything.
I mean, I think they're fire. They're a good red colorway. I do like that finish on them. It makes the shoe look really good. So, yeah, I'm cool with them. I don't know if I would like come out of pocket for them.
But if somebody sent them.
But if somebody sends them, I'll wear them.
What about you guys? You guys copping these when they drop on Saturday? Make some noise if you're gonna cop these on Saturday. All right. So let me ask you, Carl. You've seen a lot of the ones since they've been dropping. You've seen them even before they were retro, when they were just dropping for the first time. So when you see a sneaker like this, do you still get that same feeling you were getting back then when you would see sneakers drop?
Yeah, I do actually, because I like the leather on it. I like the polish on it. I think it's different. They kind of just reinvented something that's classic and basic. And sometimes that's not the easiest thing to do, is recreate something that's classic. So they did a good job on this one. I'd rock this for sure.
All right, bet. So we know Mr. Kani is copping a few pair, because I know you're not just copping one.
No,
I know you cop. Yeah, see, I know how it goes.
I need one for every day of the week.
Did you see the Who Said Man Can't Fly tribute Jordan ones?
Yes.
These kind of look like those, and on those I kind of like, because the Air Jordan is like monotoned out into the black. I kind of like that better. I feel like it makes the shoe look a little more OG.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know, they look very, very similar. I feel like out of these two, I would prefer the other one.
Like I said, I do enjoy the finish. It just looks a little too new for me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that shoe polish.
Yeah,
look,
just the
little
shoe polish
shiny.
is what I do like. So like I said, if somebody were to gift them,
You'll
I'm not
take
saying
'em.
Mess them up a little.
not gonna
You
say
ain't
they
buying
sit
them,
in
but
a
you'll take a
box.
free pair.
But if it's on me, I'm going to save the 180 on these, right? So KS, tell the people when they drop and how much they'll be dropping for.
Retail on these is $160. They drop June 29th. Believe that's next Saturday. My personal opinion, they're gonna sell out. All Jordan 1s do for some reason. I'm not copping them for the foot though. I'm gonna pass on them.
If you did, or just speaking for the resellers, what do you think the price will go up on these?
Roughly $275,
No, I think
$300.
that's too high.
Roughly.
I think that's too high.
$275 for these. Oh my God.
No.
I'm
You say
offended.
what's good?
I don't know. I feel like 210 max. I don't know. I almost feel like these might sit. I don't think people are gonna run to the store for them, but
Yeah,
personal
like
opinion.
I said, I think they'll find a home on some sneaker store shelves for a while.
Whatever.
Now, Amanda, can you come grab? Y'all make some noise for Amanda helping us out. On the count of three, everybody said, thank you, Amanda. 1, 2, 3. All right, so as you guys know, we have the legendary fashion pioneer. We wouldn't be here today discussing streetwear and enjoying ourselves if it wasn't for this man. So I need one more time for y'all to show some love for Mr. Karl Kani.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Mr. Kani, your clothes have been worn. You've seen your clothes on Biggie, Aaliyah, Pac, countless R&B videos, countless R&B stars. What is your mindset now when you think about the impact you had then, and then when you see where you see streetwear come to now?
I mean, the impact is real. When we started, there was no blueprint on how to be successful in this business. We just basically took the knowledge that we had growing up in the streets and turned it into business. Growing up in Brooklyn, we used to wear a lot of other designers like Tommy Hilfiger and Ralph Lauren, and we felt like us as black people, we weren't represented in no clothing advertisements. We were just consumers. So as opposed to complaining about it, we wanted to go out there and change the game and start making our own clothes and making stuff that fit us the way we wanted to fit. And the hip-hop industry and us just kind of work together to help build this into a phenomenon that's 30 years strong right now.
Now, when you think about that, right, and when I hear you say that, sometimes people, or you'll see these startup brands, and they'll start at streetwear, and then they'll go into high-end. You didn't do that. Right. Especially when it would have been probably easier to do that because you were the first. Right. So why was that so important to stay literally in the culture and of the culture?
I just thought it's important to stay true to what we are, stay true to the game, and not try to be what we're not. And I know that the power of the streets will never go anywhere, because today our biggest markets is like Germany, Switzerland, and Amsterdam, and only because those kids out there want to emulate what we're doing on the streets. So once we try to be what we're not, we're going to lose our integrity, what we are as a brand. So when we stay true to the culture, we'll always be here from day one.
Now, when you did I seen the capsule launch last year with Urban Outfitters, and that was a moment for me, because growing up seeing my dad and Karl Kani, getting the Karl Kani pieces from Jamaica Ave and all that, so to see it in Urban Outfitters, it was like a moment. It was like, oh, that's fire. Yeah. But was it ever bittersweet, because it's almost like, it's like I said, it's a capsule and it's not people asking for new pieces. So what was there, like a little bittersweet moment there?
No, I thought it was a great thing to do, because it's all about brand expansion. You know, you got to be able to expand your brand other than in the inner city streets, because if you don't do that, you can kind of get cornerstone to just being one thing. Because, you know, hip-hop has no color boundaries nowadays. Hip-hop is big in Japan, it's big in Germany, it's big in Italy. So as a brand, we got to be able to touch all consumers to have longevity in this business. Otherwise, you know, you could have a short-term game. Yeah.
Now, like I said, you've seen Biggie, Pac, Aaliyah, every R&B artist from the 90s you could think of. Who was the most memorable artist you worked with, and what made them stand out?
I would say it has to be Tupac for many, many reasons, because like he used to wear my clothing all the time even before I met him, and like I really wanted to meet him. So I met him at the Hotel Nico, which is the SLS Hotel on La Cienega, and I went to his room just to meet him and talk to him. And when I went to his room, he was writing a script to a movie, and he never made eye contact with me. So I was like trying to like get a feel of him, but he wouldn't look me in the eye, and I was trying to like feel him out. And I wanted to like ask him to do a clothing ad for me. So finally room service came to the room, and I found a break in the conversation. I finally got enough courage to ask him. So I asked him like, yo, Pac, like how much would you charge me to do an ad? Then he got real quiet. He ain't say nothing. It felt like an hour, it was a couple of minutes, and I was like thinking to myself, man, I messed up. I shouldn't even ask him that. And then he just looked at me, he's like, yo, he says, you black. I don't charge my people for nothing. And the man kept his word, and 2 weeks later, we was in New York. We did a photo shoot, and it was the best iconic photo shoot we ever did in my life.
Y'all make some noise for that piece of legendary right there.
So out of everybody, I would say Pac stands out, because he was really real about what he talked about, and I've seen it firsthand how he gets down for black people in his business.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So, KS, you know, we usually throw it back, we open the vault, and it's only right that we do it. We got Karl Kani, the legend. He's seen many of these sneakers over and over again. So, Amanda, bring out the next pair, because we about to go back. Not way, way back, but we're going to go back. We're going to go back.
The dope part about this sneaker right here is, if it wasn't for people as such like Karl Kani, this young lady probably wouldn't have a chance to collab with the Jordan brand. So today we'll be unboxing a flashback. Jordan 6, the Aleali May 6s. This was a real limited sneaker. Aleali May, this is her third sneaker collabing with Jordan. And Mr. Kani, I'm telling you, if nobody else tells you, if it wasn't for a person like yourself, she may not have the opportunity to kick that door in. So one more time, give it up for Karl Kani.
Thank you. That's really dope. That's really cool.
Now, when you see that sneaker, what do you think? Especially knowing that it came from a woman collaborator with Jordan, where that's usually a male-dominated era. Yeah. Knowing she's in the streetwear, you're the pioneer of streetwear. Yeah. So looking at the sneaker, like, what does it mean?
This sneaker is dope right here. I like the detail in it, the little satin tongue in there, the colors, the iridescent colors. It's really dope. I like it. It's
what
really
about
cool.
you? What's good? Because we're always talking about a woman's presence in streetwear. This is her third collab. So what do you think when you see this shoe?
Yeah, I mean, I have these and I love them. I think what's so special about them, you know, aside from her being a woman, like, and her accurately putting on for women, it is a truly unisex shoe. Like, the blush pink on them is not so aggressive where, like, a guy would feel uncomfortable wearing them. And, I mean, the blush pink on this infrared is fire. Yeah, and I just love the meaning behind this shoe, because for her, this shoe meant the present and the future, like, currently in her life. And, I mean, it is, you know, like, this is the present. Like, women are now truly in the industry more than they ever have been. And of course, it's monumental in the future, and it's paving the way for other women to do things with other brands. So, I mean, the shoe is fire. Like,
Ladies,
it's so
where y'all
fire.
at, ladies? If y'all getting fly out here, make some noise, ladies. All right, so let's get these sneakers out of here, because let's get these out of here. Amanda, can you come get these? Look at Amanda go. Come on, Amanda, working with the squad. So, Mr. Kani, we all here have a very special personal relationship with sneakers. Like with me, it's the Jordan 1s. I'm a super huge Jordan 1 fan, always have been. What's Good loves dad shoes. KS loves the Air Jordan 6. Do you have a special sneaker story or connection to a sneaker?
Well, I remember growing up in Brooklyn. When we first moved to the projects, I came outside. I was like 12 years old. I went to hang out, and I thought we was gonna go play in the sandbox or just chill out. And I had some skips on. 'Cause my mother used to buy my clothes back then.
Right,
so I
right.
thought I was chilling. So I went outside, and the kids, they just looked at me straight up. They was like, "Yo, what kind of sneakers you got on?" I was like, "These are skips." They said, "Man, get out of here. Those sneakers is whack. They're garbage. You ain't trying to get out of here with that." Because their sneaker game was kind of tight back then. They had the Pumas with the fat laces in it. They used to iron their shoelace.
Right. My pops always talked about ironing
Iron
shoelaces.
shoelaces. I didn't know nothing about that at the time. So I went home. I told my moms I need some money to buy some clothing. She told me, "You better get out of here. Go find yourself a job." So I got me a newspaper route. I used to get up at 5:30 in the morning to buy sneakers. And that's when I started getting my fashion game on. That's when I bought my first pair of Pumas and Adidas. Then it's been game on since then. So I just respect the game and the culture now in terms of fashion in the hood. That's what make you stand out.
Which Pumas was your favorite?
Oh, the white on white ones. And I had the green suede with the white stripe.
With the fat laces?
The fat laces.
Yeah.
Used to iron the laces out. Yeah, needs to bring that back.
So now we know you've been collaborating and you've been busy lately. And like Sprite says, thirst for yours. So what do you have on the way, and what should the people be expecting?
Yeah, I think it was really cool right now. We did our first collaboration with Ed Toots, which is a brand out of France. And the stuff is available at Saks, Neiman's, and Barney's, and the line sold out in like a matter of 2 weeks. So we have another big collaboration with them coming up. And we also did a collaboration with this company called Pretty Little Thing, which is cool. So we have another part 3 coming up next year, so we're looking forward to that. And just really brand expansion and opening up more stores, flagship stores throughout the United States as well.
So, like, What's Good is super into fashion. I love dressing. What advice would you have for like a young upcoming fashion mogul or somebody who wants to be a fashion pioneer in streetwear themselves?
I would say that, it's a very, very interesting business, but you got to live it every day. Our hustle never stops. The last thing we think about at night is focus on our business, and the first thing we think about every morning is focus on our business. So the hustle don't stop, and don't be complacent. Don't act like you've made it. Always try to keep searching for the next thing that's going to happen to stay ahead of the game. But that's what it's all about. It's got to become more of a game to you than a job. If you look at it that way, you have more longevity in the business.
Y'all make some noise for the legend dropping gems. So, we've had so much fun today. We're in LA. We had a streetwear pioneer talk sneakers with us, Mr. Karl Kani, and now we're about to go turn up at the rest of the BET experience. So, if you missed anything from this episode, that's sad for you, but you can rewatch on BET's YouTube channel. We want to thank you guys for joining us live. Thanks Sprite for rocking with us, and as they would say, thirst for yours. As always, I've been Mouse Jones.
I'm What's Good.
I'm KS.
Karl Kani.
Peace.
Out, y'all.